Here on the Fox 61 Morning News, we've told you about security breaches and cyber hacking that affected companies here in the U.S. Now there's a sweeping new law in the European Union that deals with how businesses protect data. Jeff Ziplow from BlumShapiro joins us to talk about what Connecticut companies need to do to prepare for these new standards. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Nice being here.
First and foremost, what do companies need to know about this law, and particularly what companies need to know about this?
Well, I think all companies need to know about it.
Okay.
They need to understand what it is and how it might impact them. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations, really is a law to protect EU residents.
Okay.
And anything associated with an EU resident. Birth date, social security number are typically ones that we would think of, but email address, IP addresses, any type of genetic information, those are now protected under this new GDPR regulation.
So we're talking about any Connecticut company that even does business with the EU.
Correct. Any Connecticut company that does direct business, they may have Connecticut business maybe doing business over the internet.
Okay.
That might have an impact, on the data that they collect. And there's some significant changes. In the past, people could just take defaults when they were entering information on a website. Now it's an opt-in. You have to tell the person who's coming on a website that this is what we're going to do. We're going to store cookies. We're going to store this information. And are you okay with it?
Interesting. And what does this hope to accomplish?
It really hopes to reduce the risks associated with cybersecurity breaches and protect a person's data.
Okay. What do Connecticut companies need to do in order to comply with this law?
Probably the first step is read the law.
Right, which is extensive. We can't even get into all of it because, you said 68 pages.
It's a 68-page document, but really understand what information are you collecting? Where is it being stored? How are you protecting it? Those would be the very first steps as part of the risk assessment that I would say every company should do. And to be quite frank, it's a good practice to do it now for not only EU residents, but for everyone.
Could we see something like this in our future on the federal level? Because you were telling me before that this is kind of a state territory here with how this data is done.
So far it's really state directed. We're starting to see a little bit of a swell with the various states. Right now there's nothing federally identified, but in the next 5 or 10 years, yes, I could see us adopting something which has more rigid components to data security and privacy.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.